Ever curious why our blood is red while some animals isn't? Why we see our veins as bluish to greenish? Why bruises are bluish or greenish to purple? This is Bench Lady, and join me as we take a look at the whys and hows of our everyday lives. It's all because of metal. Yes, our blood is rich in iron. Red blood cells contain a molecule called hemoglobin, which binds and transports oxygen through our bodies. Hemoglobin is made up of 4 protein chains that each binds an additional ring-shaped chemical structure called heme. Our red blood cells are red because of the heme groups in hemoglobin. In turn, our blood is red because of the millions of red blood cells that it contains. At heme's center sits an iron molecule. The iron makes heme look red-brown. Why do we see our veins as bluish? The veins themselves are actually white-pink. The blue color that we see with our eyes is a combination of the blood, the vessel, the skin, and the process that allow us to see color. In short, optical illusion plays some part. Bruises form when the soft tissue of the body get bumped. The small vein and capillaries under the skin sometimes break. Red blood cells leak out of these blood vessels. These red blood cells that collect under your skin cause that bluish, purplish, reddish, or blackish mark. That's where black and blue mark get its name, from their color under the skin. Bruises go through colorful changes as the body begins to heal itself. The color changes mean that your body is metabolizing or breaking down the blood cells in the skin. This is a process that your body goes through to repair itself. Most bruises will disappear after 2 weeks, and some go away even sooner. If it doesn't, consult your doctor. Some animals has blue blood. Lobster, crabs, shrimp, octopus, scallops, snails, small worms, clams, squid, slugs, mussels, horseshoe crabs, and most spiders. Their blood uses copper instead of iron. These animals' blood uses a different protein called hemocyanin to bind oxygen. Because that binding process involves an atom of copper rather than iron, the blood has a blue appearance when it's oxygenated and little or no color when it's not. Did you know that some pharmaceutical company uses the blood of horseshoe crab alive to detect bacteria? Horseshoe crab blood also has a chemical called coagulagen that can detect bacterial contamination at extremely low concentrations. It's very useful for testing pharmaceuticals, which is why companies collect horseshoe crabs and bleed them alive. Some animals has purple blood. Purple blood can be found in many marine invertebrates due to the oxygen transport protein hemerythrin, which turns bright purple when oxygenated. Hemerythrin is a non-heme iron protein. Peanut worms and red rock crab have purple blood. Some animals have green blood. Many annelids have green blood as a result of oxygen transport protein called chloricrorin. Green blood is one of the most unusual characteristics in the animal kingdom, but is the hallmark of a group of lizard in New Guinea. Prisonehema are green-blooded skinks or a type of lizard. The muscles, bone, and tongues of this lizard appear bright, lime green due to high levels of biliverdin or a green bile pigment, which is toxic and causes jaundice. Surprisingly, these lizards remain healthy with levels of green bile that are 40 times higher than the lethal concentrations in humans. Others are transparent. Ocellated eyes fish lacks any oxygen-binding hemoproteins, leaving its blood transparent or clear. The polar dweller lacks both hemoglobin and hemocyanin, leaving its blood without any color at all. Whatever the color of our blood, we live under one earth, one home, and therefore we should strive to live in harmony. Let's leave Earth a much better place than we arrive. This is Bench Lady. Don't forget to subscribe, give our video a thumbs up, do not hesitate to comment your suggestions below, and I'll be seeing you in our next video.